The Wildcats starting quarterback won't be starting against Northern Colorado, but he is back on the team. This practice has been tough, but so has their season. Early on, they lost two of their star players. The sounds of bouncing basketballs and screeching shoes are starting to fill the D. So after a crazy 4 quarters, which involved 3 teams vying for 1 playoff spot, being part of the crowd here at the D Event Center is more than just filling a seat. Now, while there's a lot of conditioning and training that comes with pole vaulting, most people don't realize that it just comes down to simple physics. The Weber State men's basketball team is in the middle of a jam-packed playoff race in the Big Sky Conference.
It's been play like this that has lifted Al Given's squad to the Big Sky tournament. Some may think it's luck, but the team knows better.
I don't think it's just one thing, but for sure all the hard work and the effort that the players put in through the course of the season, we just kept harping, keep chipping away, keep chipping, keep working.
That hard work and determination helped them beat their last 2 opponents on the road, something they haven't done all season.
This practice has been tough, but so has their season. Early on, they lost 2 of their star players, Chelsea Bear and Shelby Walford, both to injuries. Fortunately, newcomers Jenna Leggett and Heather Spencer have stepped up to lighten the load.
They both have amazing attitudes, and I think it's helped keep our confidence up and our heads up, even when we were having a hard time.
The Cats made the tournament by way of a tiebreaker and are the 6th seed, but being the underdog doesn't bother them.
I like being the underdog because we're going to make a huge upset for everyone at the tournament. So I would much rather be the underdog and have just everyone in shock that we're so good.
The Cats finished up practice on Tuesday and headed west to play number 3 seed Eastern Washington on Thursday. At Swenson Gym, John Scatty, Weber State Sports.
Layton, Weber, and Clearfield High School football teams all ended their regular season in a 3-way tie for the last playoff spot. To decide who would receive the playoff spot, the 3 teams competed in a play-in game.
I thought it was kind of weird because I've never really been to one, and so I was excited to go see what it was like.
A coin toss determined that Layton and Clearfield would play in the first half, with the winner going on to face Weber in the second. Layton players were excited with the outcome of the toss.
I was kind of happy because we wanted to play first and be ready for the second game, so we liked it.
After beating Clearfield 7-6, Layton went on to defeat Weber 21-6 in the second half of the 3-team play-in. Layton's head coach attributed their success against Weber to the momentum they had built up in the first half against Clearfield.
Originally we thought we wanted the second half, but we also got going at this point in the year. We better be in good enough condition to play a full game, and we felt that we would be warmed up and ready to go, already hopefully clicking in the second half, and Weber would take a while to get going, and I think that kind of happened.
So after a crazy 4 quarters, which involved 3 teams vying for 1 playoff spot, Layton comes out on top. The Lancers head south to Pleasant Grove to play on Saturday. In Woods Cross, John Scatty, Weber State Sports. In part 1 of his series, Trevor Warner followed the unbeaten Davis High Darts. They defeated Timpanogos 63-54 in the first round of the 5A High School State Basketball Tournament. Now in part 2, Trevor followed the team as they squared off against the Alta Hawks in the second round. Lone Peak and Davis square off later this afternoon at 2:30. Now the winner of this game will advance to the championship game Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. The Weber State men's basketball team is in the middle of a jam-packed playoff race in the Big Sky Conference. Portland State and Northern Arizona have already clinched first and second place respectively. After Thursday's night loss, the Wildcats sit in third. The third place seeding means Weber State will host a Big Sky tournament quarterfinal matchup March 8th at the D Event Center. Their opponent is yet to be determined, as the 4th, 5th, and 6th place teams are only 1 game apart going into the final game of the regular season. One of our own here at Weber State News is reaching new heights after last weekend's track meet.
Yes! Yes! I was jumping around. I honestly thought I was going to pass out because I was so excited. Like, I never thought that I would jump that high in my whole life. When I finally jumped higher than my dad jumped, when he was competing here at Weber State, he went 6'9" and a quarter. And I hadn't gone that high yet, so to finally be better than him was something that I'm pretty happy about.
I'm happy about it too, Luke. The 6'11" mark now puts him atop the Big Sky Conference standings, and in a tie for 6th place all-time for the
To
Wildcats.
jump my highest ever at the last home meet as a senior was really what I was hoping for.
Luke hopes to top the mark this weekend in the last indoor track meet of the season. Good luck from all of us here at Weber State News, Luke. The Wheeling Wildcats Weber State Wheelchair Basketball Club challenged some fellow students to a game of basketball. This was part of the last week's Disability Emphasis Week. Now, the event was organized to give able-bodied students the opportunity to experience basketball.
A lot of people fell out of the chairs, which is kind of what we hoped for, just to give them the full experience. But nobody got hurt, so it was a lot of fun.
Some students even got a few bumps and bruises, but they gained new respect for those who play basketball sitting down.
I think everybody should get out there and try sitting in a chair and shoot the basketball. It's a lot harder than it looks.
The Wheeling Wildcats say they welcome anyone who wants to come out and play with them. So does that mean that you guys are going to want to come play with the Wheeling Wildcats?
Oh yeah, I'm so good at basketball that I better try it in a wheelchair.
Now I hear it's very physically demanding in the upper body area. You guys ready for that test?